Good morning, everyone. Go do our producing stuff here. Made changes so that this happens a little bit quicker. Bam! Look at that. Done. Sweet. Oh, man. So I hope everybody's doing well. Good morning. So if we are watching this, please say hello. Let me know that you are here. You can say hi. A lot of times, people say something, and while I'm talking, I love to bring it in. So there is nothing wrong with crosstalk here. I'd also like people to know if you want to post things about recovery, about hope, things like that in the Trudging Together group, please do so. The more people that put on there, the more people that could see it, the more people we reach. So that was my little way of buying time to get wait on people. 9 o'clock, doing it at, so 3 days in a row, I've done it 9 o'clock. We'll see how well this works. I did get the YouTube channel up, but yeah, I don't know how to promote it. So I brought on a promoter yesterday. Actually, God brought on a promoter. I just asked. So we're gonna have some cool things coming up. As we get started today, you guys know that I always like to, bring stuff up before we get into stuff. And we all know that my microphone is not on. All right. Well, the sound probably just changed on you guys. Sorry about that. If you come in the group and you couldn't hear me, please let me know. All right, cool. Well, if not, then we just missed 2 minutes of stuff. So, if so, then welcome. Good morning. Getting started today. Okay. Now we all know that I deal with anxiety and PTSD. That's something that I talk about a lot. Something I kind of almost feel like I want to back off of because, God, I have nightmares almost every night. Okay? And last night was no exception. Okay? So I deal with that as soon as I get up, but it's not the only thing. I also deal with arthritis in my neck, and it hurts. So I'm usually in pain also. When I first get up, and usually during all the way through the day, somebody said something on Facebook. Oh, it was me. It did it for me. That is awesome. Okay, all right. I told you things changed. That so, do we hear me coming on here and touting my anger? Men, do we? No, you don't. Okay. Now I've tried the anger thing a couple of times on here, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Nobody wanted to hear it. Okay. Men. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. Okay. If you have a drug and alcohol problem, you have an anger problem. Got it? Right? You do. Period. Morning, babe. My wife's on. You have an anger problem, whether you want to admit it or not. You do. Okay. Now, with it, okay, all right, how can we expect? Okay. Now, younger people might be free from this. Okay. But if you take your life and you go through 20 years of hell and not expect something to happen out of that, some kind of trauma, depression, okay, alcohol is a depressant. Okay. That's why when you're depressed, you're not supposed to drink. Alcohol enhances whatever mood you are currently in. Okay? There's a lot of weird stuff. Okay. So why am I bringing this all up? Do you see me coming on here? Do you even see me on my Facebook getting angry at people? Okay. And I almost did yesterday. I'm not saying things don't happen to me. Okay. Somebody, and I guess it affected me a little bit more than I was willing to admit, but somebody tried to steal my class. Okay. I've been doing training a long time. There's nothing they're going to get out of it. I know better than just send somebody my stuff. Okay. What they got was a format. Okay. The thing is, I've been through all of this. That's how I understand it. So my knowledge is up there. It isn't in here, guys. You're never going to get that unless you actually attend the class. Then you can steal it. Go for it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Okay. So what does that mean? That means we can't always trust people, right? Okay. That's okay. Human beings, right? In the same situation, and I'm okay bringing this stuff up because I know none of these people are watching, right? I was gaslit about a month ago, a little over a month ago. I'm still working through it. And did you see me go off? No, I was going through anxiety at the time too. Okay. So how do you deal with that situation? That's tough. It is. Okay. When you have anxiety and you're in that situation, everybody becomes it. So, but I'm not here to get into that portion. If you want to know that, I have 2 spots left for my class. And so I'm a proactive person. Okay. And I have to be. Because the moment I wake up in the morning, my head's already against me. I've been having nightmares all night about people hating me and drinking. Okay. It's very, very confusing. Even in my dream this morning, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't drink. I have a podcast and I do all this other stuff. I can't remember the last time I did. And now and it becomes very confusing. So I have to be proactive. When I get up in the morning, I do the same thing. I connect myself to God immediately. Okay. And then I find something else just to distract my mind for a little bit so I can get to this. Okay. I usually do that within an hour. It takes me about an hour to get there. Okay. But I have to stay consistent with that. Reason being is this is my passion. And if I get on here and I'm just angry or spouting, then I'm not really going to get anywhere with anybody. Nobody's going to want to listen to me. All right. So let's get to it. So we need to be proactive. Okay. And it's okay. You're not alone. You're not the only person going through it. Okay. Good morning, Carrie. It's good to see you, honey. The longer I'm in the program and the longer I try to practice his principles on my affairs, the less frequently I become morose and depressed or angry. Here's another thing. Okay. This is a good way to put it. Be the same person in life that you everywhere. That includes Facebook. Don't utilize Facebook to hide behind something in order to make you feel better or to express your feelings or get your anger out there. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. It's not going to work. Some people might take your side. That might make you feel a little bit better. It's going to be a Band-Aid and it'll go away. And so will that person. And then what are you going to do? Perhaps there's something to that cynical old saying, blessed is he that expecteth nothing, for he shall not be disappointed, but instead will be delighted daily by new and fresh evidence of the love of God and the friendliness of men and women. Does someone somewhere need me today? Well, I look for that person and try to share what I have been given in the program. Nothing so much ensures immunity drinking as intensive work with other alcoholics. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go help somebody else. Maybe somebody else can help you. You don't know, right? That's the coolest thing. What's going to happen today, Dion? I don't know. I can tell you now, I wasn't expecting what happened yesterday. Okay. So this is the way I see it. It was given to me freely, and God gives that person their gifts. That's not my job. Okay. Now I still call my old sponsor on my AA birthday. Okay. And I tell him I am still sober and this is what I'm doing. Okay. That's one of his gifts. Okay. It's one of his gifts. And am I doing that? No. It's a 2-minute phone call. He hates talking on the phone. It's a 2-minute phone call. So there is a solution. Almost none of us like the self-searching, the leveling of our pride, the confession of shortcomings, the process requires for its successful consummation. I don't know how much more I need to read of that. I mean, really, are you done? Are you done? Do you feel like you still have more left to lose? Do you still feel like you can't get sober unless you have more to lose? Good morning, Kirk. Morning. I'm not angry yet. Let's see if I can work on that. Sorry. But we saw that it really worked in others, and we had come to believe in the hopelessness and futility of life as we have been living it. Okay. So we saw what somebody else wanted, and then we go after that. Okay. Right. So the key here is to become what other people want. Okay. That's how people will start to approach you and come up to you. Okay. When therefore we are approached by those, the problem had been solved. I know this book very well, and I don't mean to leeway, but it just happens. There was nothing left for us to pick up this simple kit of spiritual tools laid at our feet. We have found much of heaven, and we have been rocketing in the fourth dimension of existence, of which we had not even dreamed. The fourth dimension for me is when alcohol was relieved, when I was relieved of the obsession of alcohol. It might be different for other people. It's the spiritual experience. Okay. Not usually, but I put it that way because I don't want to take away from other people's spiritual experiences. Some people have very sudden and moving spiritual experiences. And I love hearing about them. So much that you should go listen to my podcast. Seriously, it's chock full of it. The great fact is this, and nothing less, that we have had deep and effective spiritual experiences which have revolutionized our whole attitude towards life, towards our fellows, and towards God's universe. That's what I was talking about being proactive. I have to be proactive in my recovery. Nobody's going to do it for me. Okay? God may come down sometimes and say something to me, but usually by this time, he's kind of leaving me to my own devices. Okay, he's got other people to help. I'm in a good space now. Doesn't mean he leaves me alone. But at this point, it's my job, okay, to put it out there and then shut up and listen. My answers come from everywhere, okay? Everywhere. I found my home group through somebody that gaslit me. So who cares? Who cares? Right? Well, we care. You guys, and alcoholics understand what I'm saying. We care, but who cares? Right? Where it comes from. Okay? Because it's coming from God. And God talks through his. He's not going to come down and talk to me directly. I am not expecting that. I have felt his overwhelming presence before, but he's never talked to me. Not directly. Today I pray, may I be utterly grateful to God for lifting my depression. Thank you, God. It's true. I haven't been depressed in a long time. That's pretty cool. Kind of eases my anxiety too. May I know that my depression will always lighten if I do not expect too much. May I know that the warmth of my friends can fill the cold hollow of despair. May I give my warmth to someone else. Say I'll remember to look for someone to share with. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit beyond this. Okay. Sometimes depression is a little too much. Okay, and that's what primary care physicians are for, and doctors and therapists. Okay, and the book tells us to utilize those people. Right. If you need someone, I know some great therapists. Okay, I really do. I really, really do. And they take Medicaid. Okay, they'll do sliding fee scales. Aurora Mental Health takes Medicaid. Almost everybody takes Medicaid now. Okay, except for inpatient treatment. So we are at the 16-minute mark. That's going to be it for today. Let's do another round. Got Kirk. Good morning, Carrie. And everybody's going to have a happy, joyous, and free freaking day, right? So, cool. Well, when you guys see me tomorrow, my green screen will be up. I'm turning this into my classroom. So, I'm really excited about that. I didn't put much money into it, but I put a lot of effort, and I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of. I'm doing everything I can to make this more and more interactive for the people that would like to. So thanks for being here. Spread the word. I'm starting to promote now. Word of mouth, of course, is always the best. Share the Trudging Together group if you can with your friends in recovery. I would really appreciate it, and I need the help. I have a hard time promoting myself. That's why I got a promoter. I can't sit here and brag about myself. I can't. So, all right, guys. Thank you. I love you guys. You know I do. Peace out and have a day.